What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Soft Supple Fierce, and today's video is going to be a first impression on the new Danessa Myrick Vision Cream Cover Foundations that I got off of her website a couple of weeks ago. Now, I did talk about these in my haul, and I have them in W05 and W06. After swatching them, I believe the W06 is more of, will match me more than W05 because W05 is kind of light. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mix the two to see if I can come up with like a perfect match, because I feel like W06 is close, but it may be a little too rich for my complexion. So I think if I mix it with a little bit of this W5, it'll work. So if you don't know Danessa Myrick, I heard about her through Auntie Jackie Ina, and she was in love with her illuminator. So I went on her website, I found her on Instagram, and I went on her website and I saw that she had foundations. So I went into one of the many beauty groups that I'm in on Facebook, and I asked if they had ever heard of Danessa Myrick and, you know, had they tried any of her products, and they praised the foundation. So I said, okay. These are going for about $28. They're about the same price as the Clinique Beyond Perfection foundation, which is excellent because it's not really expensive, but it's not drugstore pricing. It's kind of like in between. I swatched them in the whole video. As you can see, they were like really creamy. They were full coverage, which y'all know I'm here for the coverage. If I ain't going full coverage, I ain't going nothing, okay? Each tube contains 0.53 fluid ounces. I love the containers that they come in and their pumps. Oh, I cannot express how much I love foundations with a pump, because you have better control over how much of the product comes out. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to pump out W06 on the back of my hand first. And as I said, I just feel like this is just a tad bit too rich for my complexion. So I'm going to do one pump of W06, and then I'm going to do like a half a pump of W05. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the two of them together and see what it is that we come up with. This is one of my favorite brushes to use to buff out foundation. This is the Morphe G36 brush. I usually spray it with a little bit of setting spray or Fix Plus, whichever one I may have. And then I usually go in and swirl it around in the foundation. So first, let's go in with the primer, and I'm going to use two primers. I'm first going to go in with my Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser. And y'all, this stuff is really good. I've heard it compared to the Benefit Professional, which I do have a sample of right here. So let's go ahead and use that. And I just use this like in my T-zone and on my cheeks, where I'm known to have a lot of pores. And I'm going to, after rubbing it in a little, I'm going to do patting motions to really pat that into the skin and close up those pores. And on the rest of the face, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild primer, the Wet n Wild Coverall primer. And then for some extra oil control, I'm going to go in with a powder. And I have been doing this every day for a while now. I've been putting powder on before my foundation, basically since the video I made doing that. So I'm going to take my Airspun loose face powder, and I'm just going to really push that into the skin. You can use any powder you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be this one. And once I do it with this powder puff, I usually go in with a damp beauty blender and really press it into the skin like this. Another thing I do is I try to avoid putting a lot of product in the areas in which I get the most oily. So I get the most oily around here in my T-zone. So I really start out with putting the product below my cheek to get most of it down there, and then I go in and buff it up at the top, so I'm not using a whole bunch of product in that area. It's really pretty. It's really smooth. It does have a light scent. I don't mind scents as long as I don't break out. As you can see, this foundation covers really nice. Even with the brush, I'm actually kind of satisfied with how it's blended out. As you can see, I didn't put a lot under the eyes because we're going to go under it with concealer, and I think I'm going to go ahead and test out the new ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Well, not test it out because I'd be lying. I already used it, but I'm gonna probably give a slight review on that today as well. May as well kill two birds with one stone, right? So now I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender and really like buff it out. So yeah, this is coming out really, really nice. This Beauty Blender, doing it after the brush, is going to go in and remove any excess product. This foundation has my skin looking like skin. I just look like I have some really flawless skin going on right now, and that's amazing. You don't see any type of cast or line between this foundation and my neck. It could be because I blended it out really good, I don't know, but it seems like mixing those two together like I did turned out to be a really good match. This is freaking bomb. This is nice. So let's go in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I have it in the shade Tan. This is a shade that I really like to use to highlight under my eyes, because y'all know I like the middle area of my face to be bright. Let's go ahead and take it and put it under the eye. I love this applicator because this applicator has a little flexibility to it. It kind of goes where you want it, exactly where you want it to go, and that's just like really hard to find. And concealer, it picks up a wonderful amount of product. As you can see, one swipe of the bottle in and out, and I have enough to cover my under eye area, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and even my cupid's bow and my chin. This concealer is really nice. It blends out seamlessly. Like, do you see that? Do you see that? Like, this is, when I first used it, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I haven't even gone back to my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This just might replace it. Like, as soon as they come back and start, I know I'm supposed to be on a budget, but fuck that. I gotta get some more. I gotta get at least 3 more tubes that might last me for 3 months. This is so bomb. I'm really trying to figure out how they did this formula to get a concealer to perform this well, to be this pigmented, because this concealer too is full coverage and only be $6. Like, WTF ColourPop. Can I please get your secret so that I can make something like this and get my finances popping as well. Alright, so now that that is blended out, we're going to go ahead and go in with Danessa Myrick's Cream Illuminator before I set anything with powder. Now, I'm in all honesty, not really sure how to use cream highlight. I don't use it that often, but I just thought that this is like really, really pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the, I'm going to put a drop, just one squeeze on the back of my hand. And this is the shade Radiance by Danessa Myrick, and it is her illuminating veil. You get approximately 1.06 fluid ounces of this, and I also love the container that this came in. So I put it on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's really pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another beauty blender. Well, this ain't a beauty blender. And then I'm going to take it and put it on my cheek. Blend it out on my cheek. Oh, that is so pretty. I want the glow, honey. Yes. This is nice. Oh, look at that. Of course, I'm going to add some more, because I want that glow, darling. Now, I know powder may cover this up, but I think that maybe I can apply the powder without actually covering this. It's like a from within type of glow. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to set this under eye area and everywhere else where I put the concealer with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I was on the Beauty Bakery powder in, I believe, white for a minute, but now I'm back on Sacha because I really like how Sacha sets this concealer. So I'm trying to avoid the highlight, which I think I did a good job doing. Oh, I'm loving my bellies. And I really try to just put this powder in the areas where I put the concealer. So now let's go ahead and set the rest of my face with none other than the infamous L'Oreal Infallible Pro Max Powder Foundation. I love this powder foundation, y'all. I'm sorry, but I have not found another powder foundation that can get my skin looking as flawless as this one. If you know of any, please let me know, and I will be more than happy to try it. But as of right now, I just don't see it. And in all honesty, I just don't know if I'm ready to put this one down yet. Look at this. I wish I had my other bra on so I could check my tatas. Right now they just kind of, I ain't gonna say they stiff, but they ain't moving a lot. Let me go ahead and snatch my nose real quick. And I'm going to use the same powder to do that, the L'Oreal Infallible powder. I use this to snatch my nose all the time because I just think it brings the right amount of warmth to the center of my face. I love this. Now I'm going to take that same beauty blender and just blend that out a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and contour real quick. I'm going in with none other than my True Complexion Contour Palette. And I'm going to use the contour shade right here. I have hit pan on this, and it is really time for me to go on ahead and invest in another one. I like this contour palette because not only is it affordable, but it works. It gives me just the right amount of shadow on my face. It's not too dark. It's not too light. I feel like Goldilocks. Like, I found the just right contour shade in this palette. Tell me this ain't hot. This foundation and this concealer, oh my gosh, this is coming together for blood, honey. So let's go ahead and finish off the face. I'm going to glow on up some more with a powder. I know I probably don't need to. This gives me like that from within glow, but I'm trying to blind the bitch. Okay, so I'm gonna take my L'Oreal highlighter and Gilded Honey and sparkle on up. Ooh, all I can say is yes, yes, yes. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. Ooh, this highlighter got me singing, baby. I know, I'm dramatic as shit. I know. Now I know where my girls get it from, because they dramatic as shit too. But anyway, oh, look at the glow, honey. Can we say do I even need any blush? Like, should I even use blush? Like, seriously, should I use blush? Okay, I'm gonna use some blush. Ooh, don't I got those new Juvia's Place blushes? So I'm gonna go with volume 1 because I feel like it's for darker complexion girls. And I am going to go in with my Morphe M530 brush. And I am going to go in with the shade Neo. So let's dip it in there. Tap off any excess and just go in slightly. This is pretty. Let me see. Let me blend that out. I'm going to go in and blend that out a little bit more. And I'm using a Morphe M403 brush to really blend that blush out. And as you can see, it has not overshadowed the highlight or the contour. Actually, I put it directly in between the two. Alright, let me go ahead and finish my under eye area and decide on the lip. And I'll be right back. So this is the finished look. I know the lip doesn't really go with the eye, but I ain't really tripping off that. What I'm really tripping off of is the fact that the base of my makeup look, this foundation look, is like beat. This Danessa Myrick Vision Cover Cream Foundation is like thebomb.com. Like, I love this stuff. It's full coverage. It's creamy. It doesn't dry down to a matte finish. It's more of like a natural finish, which is fine by me because with a matte primer and applying a powder to it, I'm pretty sure that I can get it, you know, to the way I want it, just like I did just now. But this is like, y'all, this stuff is the bomb. This ColourPop No Filter concealer, I'm talking about, y'all, it blended out seamlessly. My under eye area just looks like really bright, just like I like it. I talked about the controversy around this concealer in my whole video, so I'll have that below for you guys to check out. But y'all, my favorite part of this look for real is this glow. Like, I'm sorry, but woo, it's giving me everything. Okay, again, I used her Illuminator Veil in the shade Radiance, and when I say that I look like I'm glowing from within, I look like I'm glowing from within. And in all honesty, like, if this is what cream concealer, I'm sorry, if this is what cream highlight does, then I'll probably be doing my face like this all the time. But that concludes this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and push that little red button down there that says subscribe, and click the little bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye.